that the Bhagavad is given. And the human values are concerned both with the dead man and with the living. It is out of respect for the dead man to keep him clean and so that people who come and visit or who take him to the grave, they don't have a repulsion of the body. It should be neat and clean and good smelling. Otherwise, if you take the body as such, leave the body as such, it may smell so badly sometimes, may stink, that even the neighbors and loving relations would run away from that. So, for the respect to the deceased person, it's highly important that he should be buried in the best possible form so that a good memory is left behind. And out of the respect for the sentiments of those whom he has left, it's also important that their love should be given some expression, and that expression is given in that. Thirdly, cleanliness is a habit inculcated by Islam in Islamic society so extensively, although it has been totally or almost totally abandoned by the present day Muslim societies of many countries. But still, nothing can be gainsaid of this fact that Islam is the one religion which lays greatest stress on cleanliness. So that teaching in general, in principle, also requires that treatment. The second part is why Shuhada have not given any ghusl. Because the body may be severed into pieces or broken in such shape that ghusl would create the opposite result, and it may enhance the process of decay instead of checking it. And moreover, they are not site to be washed anyway. So the bodies are sometimes left in such shattered state that it's not proper to handle them in any other way, just to assemble them together and bury them without any ceremonies. Yes, please. Just a moment. Mr. Laik is your Rafiq. Rafiq's question is pending since last night.
That's right. My question relates to a subject that you discussed a few days ago, where you mentioned that after 1,000 years, the moral and spiritual state of the human race would have deteriorated so much that they will be ready for the day of Qiyamah. My question is that it has been a tradition of God that every time when the human race reaches that
Yes, thank you. You mean to say that it is the custom or it is an established custom of Allah that whenever human race goes astray, then Allah sends some reformer and tries to save the race from ultimate destruction, moral and spiritual destruction. That is apparent from the study of the past history of prophets. Why then the race would be abandoned ultimately after 1,000 years or so, or 900 years from now at least? The reason is that once a thing reaches its culmination, then it's abandoned if it doesn't stay there. Previous religions have been abandoned ultimately, and no prophets were sent to them because they had reached the summit of their objective. The purpose for which they were created was achieved. After that, when they went astray, they were deserted by Allah and left abandoned. For example, each religious movement reached a culmination, and it was never left without attaining the final goal. Judaism, Christianity. Christianity was of course the culmination of Judaism in a manner. But when it was complete, then when the people went astray again, they rejected the Allah. New religions were sent. New movements were initiated by Allah. So, in the case of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it is the entire race now which is involved. And the culmination of his message was to be achieved in 2 steps. As the Holy Quran itself clarifies and the tradition speaks voluminously on this subject. One, the first phase, that is the coming of Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And second, the phase of the coming of Messiah, when the whole mankind was ultimately to accept Islam. So mankind now, not a race, not a people, not a country, but the entire mankind has reached the culmination, the summit point. Then when mankind rejects Islam after all accepting it, then it would be rejected as a race completely. And the same treatment would be meted out to mankind which had been meted out to nations as such previously. No difference.
Huzur,
Yes, please.
could you please explain what is meant by Ahl Kitab and who are the believers in Ahl Kitab? Are they the persons who, or the people who believe in the revealed books?
That's right. You're quite right.
It's right.
Yes, why Sam?
Huzur, the Quran states that when performing tayammum, one must use pure dust. What cleansing property does dust have?
When should we use dust when we're making the
Yes.
tayammum?
Uh-huh.
What significance?
It's only a reminder that you should have ablution before appearing preparing before God in worship. When water is not available, then it works, tayammum just works as a reminder and for concentration of your attention. It reminds you that you are going to now stand before Allah, you have no water, so you must make do without it. Otherwise, practically it doesn't serve a purpose. Other than this reminder and drawing your attention to the fact that now concentrate upon appearing before Allah. Yes, please, Zahir. Oh, sorry, before you, this young child. Little child. Huh? Wow,
Please, could you tell me why is there a turban on your head?
Please, could you tell me why you don't have a turban on your head? First tell me this and then I will tell you. Can you give me a reason why? No? I can give you one reason. From my reason. I have seen Khulafa before me, Khalifatul Masih before me, and the Khalifatul Masih before me, and the Khalifatul Masih before him. And also Hazrat Masih Maud. They all wore turban. So because if for nothing else out of my love and respect for them, I wear turban. Right? So why don't you now tell me? This is that. Now Zahir.
I read a hadith yesterday and I could not follow that. لم يكتب إبراهيم إلا خلقه.
Yaktu.
يكتب. I couldn't understand that, whether the hadith is right or in what sense the hadith is.
Yes, I'll explain. There is a very interesting hadith which says that Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salatu did not tell lies except for 3 times. On this I have delivered a full khutbah. The nature of those lies is the key to the solution of this hadith. The lies mentioned are things which are not lies at all.